Hi, boys and girls. You know, I hope that when you came to your assignment today, you saw that below this video, there is a picture of personal narrative ideas. Now, when I say personal, something that is personal has to do with you as a person. A narrative is a story. So a personal narrative is a story from your life. You know, I realize that we've done that already. We've been writing stories from our own lives. But we can also write stories that are fiction, meaning made up stories. But for the next few weeks, we are going to focus very heavily on personal narrative stories, stories that happen from our own life. So these are going to be stories that you're going to write that happened to you in the past. Now, a lot of authors, especially children's authors, they do personal narrative stories. They tell them like they're a story that's made up, but a lot of these stories are actually stories from their own lives. Now, a long time ago, I did read this story to the kids who were with me, but I'm going to read it again today. And it's called The Snowy Day. And this is about a little boy and what he does on a snowy day. This could have been a personal narrative for the author, Ezra Jack Keats. So let's go ahead and read The Snowy Day. One winter morning, Peter woke up and looked out the window. Snow had fallen during the night. It covered everything as far as he could see. After breakfast, he put on his swimsuit and ran outside. The snow was piled up very high along the street to make a path for walking. Crunch, crunch, crunch. His feet sank into the snow. He walked with his toes pointing out like this. He walked with his toes pointing in like this. Then he dragged his feet slowly to make tracks, and he found something sticking out of the snow that made a new track. It was a stick that was just right for smacking a snow-covered tree. Down fell the snow, plop, on top of Peter's head. He thought it would be fun to join the big boys in their snowball fight, but he knew he wasn't old enough. Not yet. So he made a smiling snowman. And he made angels. He pretended he was a mountain climber. He climbed up a great big tall heaping mountain of snow and slid all the way down. He picked up a handful of snow and another and still another. He packed it round and firm and put the snowball in his pocket for tomorrow. Then he went into his warm house. He told his mother all about his adventures while she took off his wet socks. Excuse me. And he thought and he thought and thought about them. Before he got into bed, he looked in his pocket. His pocket was empty. The snowball wasn't there. He felt very sad. While he slept, he dreamed that the sun had melted all the snow away. But when he woke up, his dream was gone. Snow was still everywhere. New snow was falling. After breakfast, he called to his friend from across the hall, and they went out together into the deep, deep snow. You know, I think that the author wrote this has had experiences like this. This is probably a memory he has from when he was a kid. Probably a lot of you could have written a story like that. If you look at the personal narrative poster below, you can see lots of ideas for stories that you can tell from your life. The things that we write about are things that are important to our heart. Things that we've done, things that we've learned. There are all kinds of stories that we can be writing. Today, we're going to create a heart map. And there's a printable that you can use below, or you can use your own. And it says My Heart Map by, I'm going to write my name, Miss Phrase. Okay, so when I do this, each one of these sections of the heart is going to show something that I can write about. I'm going to go ahead and use, let's see, I'll use this. I could write about my dog. I'm going to draw a picture of Nico. So I could write about Nico. Now I would go back and color this, but right now I'm just drawing them in. So I could write about Nico. I could write about music. I love music, and I love to go dancing to music. It's one of my favorite things. So I could write about music. That's something close to my heart. I could write about my family. I'm going to write family. And I'm going to draw a quick picture of my family. I could write about my family. Now I'm going to go back and fill out the rest of my heart with ideas that I can write about. And I'm going to color it and make it pretty because I think that would be fun. Today, I would like you to make a heart map of all the story ideas that you have that you can write about. Now these should be things that are close to your heart, things that you know about and are familiar with and that you can write about because you've experienced them. It could be about getting a new bike, about a pet, about your favorite holiday, your favorite birthday party. It could be about spending the weekend with your grandparents or staying the night with your cousin. There are lots of things that are in your heart that you can write about. We're going to make this heart map and put them inside of our writing folders. I would like you to take a picture and send it to me because I want to see them. Then put this heart map inside of your writing folder. That way, when it's time to do writing, you can pull out your heart map and find an idea for what to write about that day, just for the days that when you have no ideas. I hope you have a great day, and I cannot wait to see your work. Bye.